In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a piece of legislation currently working its way through Congress, which has $1,800 checks within it and some interesting provisions which include those people who do not have a Social Security number, but rather have a TIN, tax identification number, instead. That's the focus of this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, now first up, before we get into this, I want to say a couple different things. Number one, I am not trying to offend anybody here in this video with the different terminology or verbiage that I'm using. To be completely honest with you, I am not perfect. I do not know what the best terminology is to use here, but I'm going to talk about a couple different things and discuss different groups of people. And again, I just want to point this out for you so you can grab this money if you are eligible. And again, please just remember, I'm not here to offend anybody, but rather I'm here to give you information and to talk through the details of everything going on. And again, specified on certain groups of people out there right now. Next, this is not tax advice. This is not financial advice. This is not accounting advice in any way, shape, or form. I highly advise you talk to your own professional, your own CPA, your accountant, whoever that is that understands your exact situation to determine your eligibility and exactly how much of this money you can actually get. So again, with that being said, let's talk through the details. All right, so there's a piece of legislation lawmakers are currently working on. As we currently stand right now, it has been passed through the House of Representatives. It has not been passed through the Senate yet, but I anticipate it will pass through the Senate within the coming days here, and it'll likely be signed into law by the president, likely within the next few days as well, okay? How long that's going to take, honestly, I don't know, but we are through hurdle number one. There's only a couple more to go, and this is looking very promising. Now, as you noticed at the beginning of the video, what did I say that was unique about this? This includes people who have recently immigrated to the United States who maybe do not have a Social Security number, but rather maybe have a TIN, tax identification number, instead, okay? So if you fall into this category, I'm making this video dedicated to you, okay? So number one, make sure to subscribe down below so I can keep you updated on this. There's a big subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit that. So again, I will keep you updated with any new information on this. Also, share this video with your friends on your social media so they can also take advantage of this if they are qualified. And again, that's one of the major provisions within this legislation is they want this money to go to those people that I'm talking about here in this video. Those people with a TIN, tax identification number, okay? If you do not have a social. All right, so let me talk through the details. Now, first off, if you'd like to look up the piece of legislation, the name of it is, it's kind of a long, weird name, but I'll tell you the name of the legislation, okay? Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act. That's the name of it. Again, Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act. That's the name of it. Okay, so anyway, feel free to look that up if you want. All right, so here's what it comes down to. It comes down to those people who have kids, dependent kids under the age of 17 at the conclusion of 2023, okay? So with that being said, let me talk through the details. Now, you heard me say $1,800 checks are within this. Correct. This is what it is. It is the child tax credit payments, okay? Now, you might be thinking, but wait, how can I be included for this? You possibly can be, okay? Again, no promises. Everybody's situation is very different, but they are opening the doors on this thing, and they want to get it out to more people, low-income people, even people that have zero income, okay? So that is a very common question that I get a lot is, hey, I have no income. Can I still get it? That's one of the provisions. They want to open the doors on this thing, open the floodgates on this thing to get it out to people that have zero income as well, including, again, people with TIN, okay? TIN numbers, okay? All right, so anyway, here's what it is. If you have a dependent, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the number of dependents that you have, okay? Somebody that you would generally file on your tax return as your dependent. Again, a minor child under the age of 17. If this is you, okay, by the way, if somebody else were to claim your child as their dependent, the money would go to them, not you, okay? So please be very aware of that. It must be your dependent. You can't just grab some kid off the street and be like, hey, you're my dependent for the day, okay? It's not really how it works, okay? They have to be your dependent. There's a couple different sets of rules around this, but basically your child, okay? If that is the case, they basically have a child tax credit here that is going to be worth $1,800 per child. Per child, okay? If you have 2 kids, that's $3,600. 3 kids, that's $5,400. 4 kids, that is $7,200, okay? We're talking serious money here that's going to be going out to tens of millions of households that will be eligible for this, okay? So here's what is going on with this. So as of right now, the refundable portion of this for 2023, again, by the way, this is early 2024 as I film this video, okay? But they're going to make this retroactive back to 2023. So as of right now, the refundable portion is $1,600 for 2023. However, get this. This legislation is going to be increasing it from $1,600 up to $1,800 retroactively back to last year, 2023. So they're going to add an extra $200 per child for last year, 2023. Okay, so that would be, quite a bit of money. It would add up fast if you have multiple kids. If you have 4 kids, that's an extra $800. Not bad. You know what I mean? It adds up very quickly. Okay. So anyway, this is what I want to bring to your attention. Now, this is the major provision within this legislation. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to it. But again, I want to clarify really quickly. It has passed through the House of Representatives. But that is not the final step. It needs to pass through the Senate. And then it needs to be signed into law by the president, okay? In my honest opinion, I do think this will pass through the Senate. They may make some amendments to it, okay? I'm just saying right now, it has not passed through the Senate, but they may turn some amendments on this thing. I'm not sure what they could be, but as of right now, as it stands, 10 number individuals, people who have recently immigrated to the United States, or maybe you immigrated 5 years ago, whatever. If you do not have a social security number and you have a TIN instead, this includes you, okay? As of right now, as the language and the legislation currently sits right now, you're included as a TIN number holder, okay? And again, I know I've said a couple times here, if you recently immigrated, it doesn't matter if you immigrated yesterday, today, or 5 years ago, 7 years ago, if you have a TIN number, right? Tax identification number, this includes you. Does that make sense? So again, I just want to make that very clear. Again, I just want to make it understood that it's not like everybody right now today that's coming to the United States. It's basically anybody with a TIN. Does that make sense? So anyway, this is what we know about it as of right now. I want to just kind of emphasize here. This could have some amendments in the Senate, okay? Let's just watch this thing and see what happens here. And then if it passes through the Senate, the president's going to sign it, okay? There's no reason he would not sign it. This is a bipartisan bill. It has a lot of support from both sides. The president would sign it. There's no way he's going to get a bill to his desk and not sign it these days, okay? They're like getting nothing done in Congress right now. So the simple fact that they could get anything done, he's certainly going to sign that thing. Okay, so anyway, this is what I know about it right now. Again, do yourself a huge favor. Subscribe down below if you've not done so yet. I will keep you posted as I get more details on this. Next, do your friends, family, social media a huge favor as well. Share this video with them. There's a big share button down below. You can share this with them so they can have this information and be aware of what's going on here. And again, I'll keep you posted in any way that I possibly can be. So enjoy your day. Subscribe, share the video, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, and I'll keep you posted. A lot of money on the table here, $80 billion within this package, and we want to grab our share of that pie. $80 billion, it's a big pie. Let's grab our piece, all right? Anyway, enjoy your day, take care, have a good one, and I will catch you again later in the next